Have you ever wondered if a machine could think? Well, that's the big idea behind something we call artificial intelligence, or AI for short. Think of it like this. Artificial means something made by humans, not by nature. Intelligence is the ability to learn, understand, and solve problems, just like you do in school, or when you're figuring out a new game. So when we put those two words together, artificial intelligence means creating smart machines. These aren't just regular machines that do one thing over and over like a toaster. We're talking about computer programs that can learn from information, make decisions, and even get better at tasks over time, all on their own. It's really quite something. Now, don't get spooked by movies with robot overlords. The goal of most AI isn't to create something that looks and acts exactly like a person. Instead, it's about giving computers a special kind of brain power. We want them to be able to recognize things, like seeing a cat in a photo. We want them to understand what we say, like when you ask your phone for the weather. And we want them to find patterns in lots of information, patterns that would take a human a very, very long time to spot. It's about making our tools smarter so they can help us in more powerful and amazing ways than ever before. It's science. The way AI learns is pretty cool. Imagine you're teaching a toddler what a car is. You show them lots of pictures of cars, red cars, blue cars, big trucks, and small sports cars. At first, they might get confused and call a bus a car. But over time, after seeing thousands of examples, their brain starts to understand the general idea of car. AI learns in a very similar way. Scientists feed a computer program huge amounts of data, like millions of pictures, texts, or sounds. The program analyzes all this data, finds the connections, and learns to make predictions or decisions based on what it has seen. So, in a nutshell, AI is the science of making computers smart. It's not magic, even though it can sometimes feel like it. It's the result of decades of hard work by brilliant scientists and engineers who dreamed of making machines that could help us think. It's a tool, a very powerful tool, that is built to extend our own abilities. From simple calculators to complex computer brains, we have always tried to build things that make our lives easier. AI is just the next, very exciting step on that journey. And trust me, the journey is just getting started. Consider the following. So, why did people even want to build thinking machines in the first place? Well, the main reason is pretty simple. To help us out. The world is full of big, complicated problems. Think about trying to predict the weather, find a cure for a disease, or even just organize all the books in a giant library. These tasks involve looking at huge amounts of information, way more than a single person or even a big team of people could handle easily. The dream of AI was to create a partner, a tireless helper that could sort through all this information, find the important bits, and help us make better decisions. It's all about making work easier and solving problems faster. Let's think about it this way. Our bodies have limits. We can't lift a car with our bare hands, so we invented cranes and levers. We can't run faster than a cheetah, so we invented cars and airplanes. In the same way, our brains have limits. We can get tired, we can forget things, and we can only focus on so much at once. The pioneers of AI saw that computers could be more than just giant calculators. They imagined machines that could help our minds, just like a bulldozer helps our muscles. They wanted to build tools that could handle the boring, repetitive, and difficult mental work, freeing up humans to be more creative and to focus on the truly big ideas. Another big reason for creating AI was simple curiosity. Scientists and philosophers have been asking, what does it mean to be intelligent, for thousands of years? What is thinking? How does learning work? Building an artificial brain is one of the best ways to try and answer those questions. By trying to recreate intelligence in a machine, we learn a lot about how our own minds work. It's like taking apart a clock to see how it ticks. By building an AI that can learn to speak a language, we gain incredible insights into how a child learns to talk. It's a scientific adventure into the very nature of thought itself. Ultimately, the drive to create AI comes from a very human desire to improve our world and understand our place in it. We want to make our lives safer, healthier, and more efficient. We want to automate dangerous jobs, like inspecting deep-sea pipelines or handling hazardous materials. We want to discover new medicines and materials by having AI analyze complex molecular structures. The goal was never to replace people, but to empower them. It's about creating a future where human and machine intelligence can work together to solve challenges that seem impossible today. And that is an incredibly exciting prospect, isn't it? The dream of AI is older than you might think, but the real scientific work got started in the middle of the 20th century, right around the time the first electronic computers were being built. Imagine a time with no internet, no smartphones, just huge room-sized computers that whirred and clicked. It was in this exciting new era that a group of brilliant thinkers gathered for a special workshop in the summer of 1956 at Dartmouth College. It was at this very event that the term artificial intelligence was officially born. They believed that, in principle, every aspect of learning or any other feature of intelligence could be so precisely described that a machine could be made to simulate it. This Dartmouth workshop was a huge deal. It brought together the founding fathers of the field. People like John McCarthy, who coined the term AI, Marvin Minsky, who built some of the first learning machines, and Alan Newell and Herbert Simon, who had already created a program called The Logic Theorist. This program was amazing for its time. It could actually prove mathematical theorems, and in some cases, it found proofs that were more elegant than the ones created by humans. This early success created a huge wave of optimism. Many scientists believed that a machine with human-level intelligence was only a few decades away. Of course, building a thinking machine turned out to be much, much harder than they first thought. Early AI systems were good at very specific, logical tasks, like playing chess or solving math problems. But they struggled with things that are easy for a human, like understanding a simple story or recognizing a face in a crowd. The real world is messy and complicated, and the early computers didn't have enough memory or processing power to handle all that complexity. After the initial excitement, progress slowed down, and for a while people became less optimistic about what AI could achieve in the short term. This period is sometimes called the AI winter, but the dream never died. Even during the tougher times, dedicated researchers kept working, developing new ideas and writing better programs. They knew that just as computers were getting more powerful, their AI programs would get smarter too. Important people like Geoffrey Hinton, sometimes called the godfather of AI, continued to work on ideas inspired by the human brain, called neural networks. His persistence, along with that of others like Yann LeCun and Yoshua Bengio, paid off big time. Their work laid the foundation for the incredible AI boom we are seeing today, proving that even a long, cold winter can lead to a spectacular spring. You might think AI is something from a science fiction movie, but guess what? You probably use it every single day without even realizing it. Take your smartphone, for instance. When you unlock it with your face, that's AI at work. A smart program analyzes the unique features of your face to make sure it's really you. When you talk to a voice assistant like Siri or Alexa and ask, "What's the weather like today?" That's AI too. It has to understand your spoken words, figure out what you're asking for, find the information on the internet, and then speak the answer back to you in a clear voice. That's a lot of smarts packed into a small device. Think about how you find new music or movies. When a streaming service like Spotify or Netflix recommends a new song or show that you might like, that's not a person making a guess. It's a powerful AI system. It looks at everything you've watched or listened to before, compares your tastes with millions of other users, and finds patterns. It says, "Hey, people who like this movie also tended to like this other movie, so you might like it too." It's like having a personal entertainment expert who knows exactly what you'll enjoy next, helping you discover things you might have otherwise missed. It's a recommendation engine, powered by AI. AI is also changing the way we shop and get around. When you shop online, you might see ads for products that seem perfectly matched to your interests. That's AI analyzing your browsing habits to show you things you're likely to want. And what about driving? Navigation apps like Google Maps or Waze use AI to give you the best route. They analyze real-time traffic data from thousands of other drivers to predict traffic jams and find a faster way for you to get to your destination. This saves you time and makes your journey smoother. It's AI acting as a co-pilot for your daily travels. So, as you can see, the dream of AI that started way back in the 1950s is now a reality all around us. It's in our phones, our homes, and our cars. It's helping doctors diagnose diseases, scientists discover new stars, and farmers grow more food. From a simple idea to help people solve problems, AI has grown into a tool that is quietly and powerfully changing our world for the better. It's not about robots taking over, it's about smart technology giving us all a helping hand. And that, my friends, is some seriously cool science.